How to navigate the spiritual energies of the eclipse, part 2, right? Okay, because see, you got to understand something about this. So y'all know I've been tracking the sun and the moon, right? So this morning I caught it. The moon from where I'm at, the moon was over here. Sun would have been coming up over, or the moon was right here, excuse me. The sun coming up right here. So right now the moon is waning. See, I keep up with it. So right now the moon is waning. What I tell y'all is losing light, meaning it's uh it's gonna be getting to a point where it's getting closer to the sun, right? So I believe what's happening is that the sun is actually getting closer to the moon right now. So about a week from now, it makes sense from the position of them right now. It makes sense that in about a week that the sun will catch up to the moon, and it would make sense that their paths would cross. Now it's gonna be a new moon, and I mean, yeah, like that makes sense. Like we've seen other eclipses though that, like, man, like like that. Clearly, the moon was not the cause of it. There's some eclipses that it really is the Rahu Ketu. But with this right here, from what I'm seeing, it's legit that, like, even if it's just the new moon when it's the black shadow passing in front of the sun, from me tracking them, that makes sense. And I'm telling you that, like, yeah, I keep up with it like that. So that's what I'm saying, y'all. I'll be out here like, oh, shoot, like I was out here real early this morning and I caught it about 5 something. So that's what I'm saying, like, stand on top of that thing, and like if it was a position, if I had been in the position to have the time to do so, I would have got like the photographic evidence. Now I did shoot a little video when I was at the job. I ran out the door and I shot a little video just to get it, so that's what I'm saying, like, man, like I got that, but I'm not even gonna do it, upload it probably. So all I'm saying is, y'all, is that keep in mind with this sun and moon aligning, what's that gonna tell you? That the sun is the conscious mind, right? And the moon representing the unconscious mind. So what does that mean? That the two coming together, the hemispheres will synchronize again. For someone who's already tapped in and is used to tapping into the frequency of synchronizing the hemispheres of the brain, i.e. doing the work, you see what I'm saying? Yo, so that's what it is. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, for them, for us, because I mean, I'm in the process of learning that too. That, like, okay, cool. Like, you're gonna see things that you want manifesting. You're building up the prana in your meditation. You're breathing. Like, when I breathe and I'm inhaling, like I'm breathing like 15 seconds in, hold 15 seconds, then blowing out 15 seconds. I've done as much as 20 at a time. So that's what I'm telling you. Like, when you're doing that, like, you can feel the prana in your body. You'll start to get a little warmer, and then you'll see in your mind's eye, you'll see the light illuminate. So you're building the prana, and that's pushing energy into your manifestation or whatever, right? And so it's a real thing. It's very real, like when you know yourself and you get inside of here, like I showed y'all me doing the sun salutations with my eyes closed. It's one thing to stand here on one foot with my eyes open, but then when I stand here on one foot, right, and I close my eyes, see, that's a whole different world right there. See, I almost started to lean right there at the end. So that's what I'm saying, that knowing yourself, getting in tune, the conscious and the unconscious coming together. But for some people, it's going to be dangerous because they want to run away from that shadow side. They're not doing the work on self. That's what I'm saying. Well, you'll see people start to kind of break, and I'm already seeing this, and I'm not going to, like, get into that like that because it's very deep and personal, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really seeing it, like right on my beans, and I'm doing my best, like I told you, to stay in the center and hold a space. You see what I'm saying? Hold space, just like the indigenous said. This is the one you want to hold space. Spirit, light, body, y'all. Oh, and another thing too, yo, Holiness the Seven Bomar, he was saying during this time right now with the 8th coming up, yo, this is another thing, it's super important, get your heart and your brain aligned. And when he said that, I was like, oh, I know exactly what he's talking about, because it's been times where, like, my heart was telling me something, but my brain wasn't aligned. But, like, yo, like, and I also know when I'm in my meditations and I align the two energies, what I feel through the connection, so I know exactly what he's talking about. So, getting in tune and in line with what you want to manifest on the 8th, you know what I'm saying? Because this is the time the cosmos is going to be giving it to us. So raise your hands up and receive that ray. You see what I'm saying? Receive that ray of energy. Pull it in. Like, yo, yes, darling, here I come, man.
Mommy's ready to go to the hospital.
All right. Wholeness.